So I have great news. My turbo just came in and I am freaking hyped. It looks so sick. Check this out. This is the baddie that's going on the whip. It's a whole set HX40 with the T51R mod. Look at that. That looks nutty, bro. I mean, that's just sick. Now you can see the difference between the eBay one and this one. This one's obviously a lot bigger. And you can see the T51R mod versus no T51R mod. The turbo housings in the back are, I mean, this one's upside down, but here, let me flip it actually. I mean, you could just see the difference. This is gonna be able to push a lot more boost, a lot easier than this other one, and it's better internals and stuff than this eBay doo-doo caca. All right, we got our new exhaust studs right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of those in so we can mock up the manifold with the new turbo. This is what we're looking like. Look how sick that looks. That looks so good. Clearance is perfect. Not even close to the valve covers. Just like I thought. Be pretty awesome. It's gonna be hard to run. I might have to clock this a little bit more and be able to get like a 90 in there or something, but yeah, this is looking really, really good. Super good. All right, got a nice little setup with some lights. I can see what's going on over here. I can see what's going on over here. And a lot is gonna be going on over here right now. Oh God, excuse me. Hey, we got a lot to do. All right, I've got all the valve covers off, coil packs off, this front cam cover off. Now I gotta figure out how to take the cams off because I know there's a specific order so they don't crack or bend or what. I don't even think they bend. I think they just straight up crack. And I don't want to do that. And then I made some marks right here. I don't know exactly what I have to do, but I made some marks already so I can put this exactly back to how it was. So people are gonna think I'm fucking stupid for this, but I am not replacing the head gasket right now. I bought a new head gasket. It's not here. It's back ordered for like a whole nother month and I have everything here. So what I'm gonna do is, I mean, shit, I could just not even do this right now, but I'm gonna do it right now anyways. I'm literally gonna replace one stud at a time with the ARP studs and keep the same gasket I have on here. This gasket has no problems, but everyone's, you know, I'm not technically reusing it because I'm not taking it out, but I am relieving pressure and then putting pressure back on it. Whatever. If it doesn't work, I have a new gasket on the way. You could reuse the ARP head studs or whatever, and I'm not really worried about it, and I actually don't care. I already got reamed by my friends, like, for doing this. I don't really care. I just want this car back up and running. Here's a little update, both the cam gears are off. Now we'll remove this plate and then actually remove the cams. And Brendan is helping me. Thankful. And for the record, he told me not to do this, but I'm doing it anyways. All right, the cams are out, everything's marked, exhaust intake side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all that good shit. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the head studs one at a time, not pulling the head off. Got all the head studs right here. Some lube. That's it. Here's the first stud in. Now we're just gonna keep going. All right, we're getting the cams back in here. Almost all snug down. And give them a little quick extra snug. And all the head bolts are already in. That was easy. Just kind of going through putting everything back together now. Little update. Got the cams all in. Cam cover, radiators back in. All that good stuff. Coil packs back in. I'm going to spray these with a coat of black. Make them look a little bit better just for right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and start like final assembling some stuff. Went to go throw this on, but I don't have the gasket for that, so I can't throw that on. And that means I can't throw the turbo on. So pretty much at like a stop right now. I have a big ass mess. Yeah. So I've just received everything I need to assemble the hot side of the Skyline right now. I got metal wastegate gaskets. I got my MLS exhaust manifold gasket. This is the intake manifold gasket I might do today. Very important, oil drain pipe for the turbo that actually fits the whole set. And 22-pound wastegate spring. So I'm gonna just run off wastegate pressure for right now. 22 pounds is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But first things first, I'm the realist. I sold these actually. These faces that I had stripped to originally get built to go on this car, I decided to list them up for sale. So I got these faces for free. My buddy Colin was throwing them out, and they were like purple. One was like purple, one was white. I don't even know if there's a white hubcap. And two were like beat-ass silver. So I took it upon myself to take them, and they sat for months in my garage. And after I got them chemically stripped, I was like, oh, we'll just put them up for sale, see what I get, you know. So it cost me $120 to chemically strip these, and they sold for $480. So good little quick profit off that. So that means I have to get these shipped out. I'm gonna do it today before I start anything. Definitely helps when you have to buy 2 of these because the other one didn't want to come for I don't know how much longer. But yeah, that helps a lot. There's a wastegate right there. I already put fittings on. Just have to tighten them down. But obviously you got to put the new springs first. Alright, just got those wheels shipped out. Now we can work on the car. I do have to run to Home Depot to get some hardware. Like for example to mount the turbo to the manifold. I don't have hardware for that. I'm gonna do the wastegate first because this is gonna be fun to get back together with a 22-pound spring in it. Alright, I just cracked this thing open. Big ass spring in here, but I think this is supposed to be like 8 pounds, and then here are the new ones. So this one's supposed to be like 14, and this one's supposed to be 8, and together they're 22. So that looks like I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do actually is keep this big one right here, keep that one like that, and then this one will sit right in the middle of it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I could put this one, I'll be at like 800 million pounds of boost. So this one's technically 14, this one's technically like 6 or 8, so it'll still be around the 20 mark. And that should be pretty good, actually. That's gonna work great. Now the struggle is gonna be getting this cap back on. I'm gonna have to call in some backup. Alright, so I actually got this cap on by myself. I don't know what pressure it's at. I would assume somewhere around the 20 mark. But I've got these fittings on, the vacuum line fittings. I got the metal gasket in there. I just mounted it all up. And we can throw this on the car, I think. I think we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna run to Home Depot real quick and grab some things that I need. There's some extra little stuff. I need an oil drain hose. I don't know if there's like some special hose for oil drain. I know it's hot and all that shit. I don't know. I'm just gonna grab a hose and hopefully it's good. I need power steering hoses so I can hopefully reuse the same reservoir. I need turbo bolts to mount the turbo to the manifold. Alright, so here's what we got going on. Brendan thankfully saved me. He brought me some hoses, so he got me a hose that can go from my power steering to my reservoir, which is just chilling here for now out of the way, and then a hose that goes down for the oil drain. And then I got this little thing from the auto parts store, and that is where my feed is gonna go on to. So now we can throw the manifold on, I think for good. Since everything down there is buttoned up, that's all tightened up, this is tightened up. So we can just go ahead and throw it on and then throw the turb ski on, and we should be good with the hot side. My fingers are destroyed. I'm slipping and punching stuff. Alright, we made big progress. The manifold is completely on for good. Wastegate's on. Turbo's on, oil lines, oil drain, vacuum line to the wastegate. I gotta figure out where to put this. How to plumb the intercooler piping. But yeah, now we can move on to intake side, I guess. Alright, I'm at a stopping point for today. Got the hot side done. Can't fucking figure out the cold side. So I've recruited some help that will be arriving sometime in the near future. I was gonna end this video right there, but I'm out here on Super Bowl Sunday kinda tinkering with some stuff because I figured some stuff out. So these 2 sensors that were in here get taken out and they go in here. There's one here and there's one on the other side. They fit perfectly, so that's that. These two things were for grounds. They're right here. I have the harness all out here. These two grounds, they just have to get grounded somewhere. So I'm gonna ground them right here. This was like a bracket that came up for the intercooler piping. So that's gonna get grounded right there. There is a water line here that went up into like the manifold, and a water line right here that went up into the throttle body. I capped those off. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I cut them and capped them off. I took the lines out, the fuel lines. I took the soft lines out. So these are ready for AN, little AN conversion there. What else did I do? I put the little coil pack cover back on, the ignition module switch, whatever the fuck that is, back on, and plugged all that in, so that's all good to go. What else do I have to do? Well, I'm gonna throw this on now and see kind of like how it's fitting up, and you know, wiring and shit like that. Alright, now I'm gonna stop end this video off here. I did a lot of work to the plenum, got that, you know, all the hoses and everything set, and that thing's ready to go in. I'm having I took the oil cooler out because the oil cooler lines were like right where the throttle has to be, the throttle cable, and then all the vacuum fittings on the bottom here, all these vacuum fittings right here hit all the hoses, like the water hoses, like the whatever the water hoses are there. I can't think, I'm tired. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm supposed to like delete the hoses and like, or like reroute them some other way. They're the water hoses that go to the old oil cooler and like shit down there. So I don't know what to do because it doesn't fit. And then idle air control valve, I don't know how to plumb that at all. I have to look that up. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Definitely a lot of work, but I'll figure out some stuff and then I'll update you next video.
BBS. Why they wanna be me? It's not what it seems. Running to the bank, putting wet on my Achilles. We been thumbing blue faces like they Washingtons. On a run from MIA up to Washington.